Now, I did a Rockaware photo shoot in Colorado, and I think it was during the winter time of '06 or '07. And Naomi Campbell was there, actress Jamie King was there, Jay was there, B was there, and he rented this house. And we were supposed to do this rap party for this photo shoot. We rented this house, and we were watching LeBron play. And after the game, it had to have been like 10 or 11 o'clock. So we getting ready to party. Mind you, it's all adults. There was a 13-year-old or a 14-year-old teenage Latin girl that was there, and I think she had to leave because she had school and she had to do homework, but she brought her mother with her. So it was no funny business going on, which I could respect that. So when 11 o'clock hit, we turned on the music, we started drinking, and then out of nowhere came these young children. I don't know where they came from. For a rap party at 11 o'clock at night, drinking, loud music, and us dancing wild, like, I don't know where these kids came from. And then I happened to sit down because I was dancing with one of the assistants. And I sat next to this child, and the child sat next to Beyonce. So I hear B say something about, doesn't this look sexy? Or isn't this sexy? And in my mind, and mind you, I'm not awakened as I'm awakened now. So in my mind, I'm like, what did she just say? And then I didn't pay no attention to it. And then, obviously the liquor took hold of me and I had to leave. So I said bye to everybody and left. But those kids remained. I don't know if those kids were from the photo shoot themselves, but the fact that these kids came around adults during drinking hours or partying hours was already alarming to me. So when I hear something like this happens, I can't really discount it and say, oh, he could never do this, because I'm hearing stories, I'm seeing it with my own eyes, and I've been in situations where something don't sound or look right, and it's usually involving.
Hey, what's up guys? Let's talk about this because things are getting wild out here and this situation is blowing up. Sit down, get comfortable, and let me break this all down for you because we're talking about NFL star Larry Johnson spilling some tea that no one saw coming, and trust me, it's deep.
This house, and we were watching LeBron play, and after the game, it had to have been like 10 or 11 o'clock. So we getting ready to party. Mind you, it's all adults. There was a 13-year-old or a 14-year-old teenage Latin girl that was there, and I think she had to leave because she had school and she had to do homework, but she brought her mother with her. So it was no funny business going on, which I could respect that. So when 11 o'clock hit, we turned on the music, we started drinking, and then out of nowhere came these young children. I don't know where they came from. For a rap party at 11 o'clock at night, drinking, loud music, and us dancing wild, like, I don't know where these kids came from. And then I happened to sit down because I was dancing with one of the assistants. And I sat next to this child, and the child sat next to Beyonce. So I hear B say something about, doesn't this look sexy? Or isn't this sexy? And in my mind, and mind you, I'm not awakened as I'm awakened now. So in my mind, I'm like, what did she just say? And then I didn't pay no attention to it. And then, obviously the liquor took hold of me and I had to leave. So I said bye to everybody and left. But those kids remained. I don't know if those kids were from the photo shoot themselves, but the fact that these kids came around adults during drinking hours or partying hours was already alarming to me. So when I hear something like this happens,
Beyonce sits next to a kid and say, "Hey, oh, doesn't that look sexy right there?" That shouldn't. You don't talk to kids that way.
He just as guilty. He's freaking present there. He just as guilty.
How is he just as guilty?
He just as guilty.
Wait, he's not the one that said it?
Up in the park. No. He participated. He was there up in that moment.
And
so
he said it's
if
wrong.
A crime scene happened, no. It's wrong. Hey, but when years and years have passed, it's wrong. But in that current moment, it wasn't wrong. He was still having fun. He was still dancing and drinking.
He said he left. He said he left.
So he said that.
I'm with you.
So you don't believe he left.
Private.
So you're blaming the accuser rather than you're over here defending Jay, and you're refuting him to believe JayZ.
No.
Is that where you are?
It's just that he on some bull crap. He a part of the problem. He a part of the problem. He should have been spoke out on it. I mean, I'm just saying.
What happens when you
if you see wrong and you speak out on it? and you don't wait years later and like, yeah, you know what? This is wrong. I want to get some money.
That's interesting. Let's talk about that for a second. We know why people don't do that, right? Because they're afraid to get canceled or murdered or end up in a ditch somewhere, right?
Right.
That's why. So now that the wheels are turning, now people are speaking.
But fundamentally, that's the problem.
It is a problem. I don't blame them.
I know, but I know you don't. But now that's a different conversation. But ultimately, we and you both know evil exists when good people.
We've been hearing rumors and whispers for years about questionable things happening behind the scenes in the entertainment industry. But now someone with a front row seat is speaking up, and it's hitting hard. Larry Johnson, the former NFL running back, came forward and dropped a bombshell about an alleged party hosted by JayZ and Beyonce in the mid-2000s. He's not just giving vague details, he's painting a picture so clear that people can't stop talking about.
Word or a sentence. Eminem, the best. Lloyd Banks, cool. Tony Ayo, that's my boy. Loyalty. 50 Cent, the rapper, still got it, man. 50 Cent, the television producer, just getting going. Future, oh, talent. Nas, the best. JayZ, good business.
So here's what Larry Johnson said went down back in 26 or 27. There was a rap party for a rock-aware photo shoot at a house in Colorado.
Hello, ma'am, are you there? I'm here, yeah, I'm here. And Storm, are you there? Yeah. Okay, she said she is Jaguar cousin, right? You said you're her cousin? Right. Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna mute my phone. Okay, she crazy, y'all.
You said she what now?
She fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Y'all, wait a minute. First of all, y'all want paying attention to her eyes. If you look at her eyes, they don't look crazy. She don't look crazy to y'all.
I mean, listen. When it come to me, I take all the stuff as just. Hold on. I ain't gonna say this information. I take it as entertainment. But what I have to understand is that there are a lot of people that really believe in her.
Yeah, it is. It is. You ain't lying about that. Yeah, it is. But you said you had something. You said you had some information about her. So what is the information that we need to know? Is it something that we need to know? Yeah, that she crazy. Oh, now we already knew. We knew that already. Is there anything else?
Well, how long how long has she had mental issues?
All her life.
Like since childhood.
Like since childhood, yeah, all her life.
So let me ask you, how do y'all deal with her?
We don't deal with her. We don't deal with her. Why? She nutty as hell. She's a nutcase.
Tell us some of the things she's done.
Make up lies about shit, all these celebrities that she don't know and they don't know her. When you say y'all cousins, is y'all mom and daddy related, or how'd that go? She from my dad's side of the family. What? Yeah.
Okay, y'all first cousins, second cousins, what?
Third cousins.
Oh, y'all third cousins. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So have you ever sat down and socialized with Jack for yourself? I mean, what happened that you on? Yeah, I sat down and socialized with her, some of my stuff. And all the stories she was making up, it's all about these celebrities. So do you think she went through any of the stuff that she said about the celebrities? Did she go through any of it? No, I do. You know, she was around JayZ, but not that long. She was around JayZ in the beginning, but not that fucking long. Did she tell anybody to sit on the internet saying now? Did she tell any of the family members about that? No, we ain't gonna listen to the dumb shit she got to say. We not listening to that shit.
Okay. So she tries.
Johnson describes how at around 11 p.m. a shift happened. He says kids, literal children, showed up at the party. He has no idea where they came from or why they were there, but their presence was unsettling.
All the celebrity stories too, and y'all like, girl, bye. So when y'all see this stuff going viral online, do y'all just be shaking y'all head at it?
Yeah, shaking our head. And know she doing it for money, but she ain't got nothing.
Has she ever had a job?
Go ahead.
Has she ever had a job?
She ain't never had shit, no.
This is what I would.
Any money when she was dealing with? Go ahead.
No, go ahead. See, my bad.
I just want to know, did she ever have any money that you know of? Has she ever been wealthy in any type of way? From the industry for a little bit, but they got rid of her ass. But she crazy.
So that
She did have money a little bit at one time. She had money at one time. See?
and she blew it.
And she blew it, yeah.
So okay. So let me ask you this: what kind of mother was she to her first son?
She wasn't. She wasn't a good one. Those kids was messed up from her behavior. You know, they been all over around. You know, we had to come in and step in to help her. You know, you know how the kids go from house to house. You know.
So what was she not feeding them, not clothing them? What was like? So how did her first son really die?
Well, I don't know, because the story keeps changing.
Okay, what story did she tell y'all?
What do you mean the story changed? What do you mean it changed? One minute I heard the kid committed suicide, all type of stories, y'all. Okay, what was the other story? If he didn't commit suicide, how did he die? He was sick. And then she saying her business. But, you know, she crazy. She threw his ashes on her body and rubbed it on her like all type of sick ass shit. So, as a mother, was she ever with her son? How long did her son stay with her? Was he with her the whole time? Not long, because I just told you they've been going from house to house since they were real little young. Do her sons have the same father? No.
Does Sam Jr. really belong to Sam Sr.?
Imagine this: a house full of adults drinking, dancing, and partying, and then suddenly kids appear out of nowhere. Johnson says he was sitting near a child who ended up seated next to Bay Andy, and then he heard something that made him do a double take. He claims Bay said something to the child along the lines of, "Doesn't this look sexy?"
What?
I knew that.
What? Ask that question again. What did you say?
The son that's still alive, his name is Sam Jr., named after his alleged father, Sam Sr. But that's not really that man's biological son.
What? Who is his biological daddy then? Do y'all know? Do you know, ma'am, who his biological daddy is? No, we don't know yet. Wow. Do you have a relationship with her son? I don't even think she knows. Because she's the medicine, you know, it triggers. The medicine, you know, it affects her brain. So you gotta watch out for, you know, when you talk to her. Because she goes off the rip with stuff. And she claims she know all these lawyers and all. And then she be talking real fast. You gotta catch it, you know. She likes to overtalk people, all types of stuff. Well, we done seen all that. Did you reach out to any other platforms to speak about her at this point? Or it was just, you just decided to call this number? Just reached out to y'all.
Okay.
I just think I'm trying to come on any platform and all that. I don't want nobody to think I want nothing to be nobody. I'm standing in the back of the cut. I just saw y'all was on now. Reached out to y'all what y'all probably wanted to know, you know?
Appreciate it. Okay.
We really do. I thank you so much for that, Queen. We appreciate that, and God bless you. Okay. And what's your name? My name. Okay, you take it. Happy holiday, y'all.
All right now.
Thank you, baby. Okay.
Let's pause here for a second. Just think about that. In what world is that an appropriate thing to say to a child? Johnson admits he was taken aback, but at the time he didn't fully process it. He wasn't as awake back then as he is now, so he brushed it off and tried to focus on enjoying the party. But now looking back, he realizes just how strange and inappropriate the whole situation was.
literally still is some of the finest work that any of them, including Sean Carter, have ever done. Why would you hide that from the culture if you cared about the culture? You can't, because you don't want people to go back and see what you hid, what you lied about, and what was really going on. While you're sitting there, you have me crooning in the background, singing for the angels over lyrics that you wrote for a young woman that you took.
Talk about the young woman that he took.
Aaliyah.
Yes, bless her soul, bless her heart. Rest in peace to the late great that never got a chance to even actually arrive. That was before her time, that we all respect and revere.
And look at that. Look at what the fear of man did.
Talk to me.
Because if anybody had truly been focused on God in that moment, they would have forced an investigation, and somebody would have snatched Hype Williams by the collar and just asked him some real questions until he cried.
You mentioned Hype Williams. He branded and marketed himself by being the darker version of what we appreciate. Bless you.
Excuse me.
Bless you. You get some tissue, please, someone. Yes.
Thank you.
So you just gave me like a brain thought that not only was his imagery dark, but you're saying Hype Williams somehow took the dark side to these issues. Yeah.
Well, Hype Williams is a homosexual.
Why are you so comfortable
turning straight men homosexual?
But why in this time and day, 2024, the way things are, I know you like Ellen J. Wright. I get it, but explain to the people why you're so comfortable being that bold with your speech and your separation one thing from the other. That's a word, even though it just describes a situation of my frame. You say it with the wrong tone of voice, people can say you're being...
I'm a bisexual woman. I'm the B in the LGBTQ plus IA, XYZ, and all the other shit.
Oh yeah, I did see you go through some shit in there with a though. I'm gonna give you a though.
No, that wasn't a that was a I'm trying to stay the fuck out of jail.
Say less, gangster.
They put that crazy bitch on my bond, G.
They did that?
Yeah.
I don't look.
I didn't even know who she was. All I know is I got out. I didn't know whose name was on my bond. I didn't know anything.
Before this is over, this is what we're gonna do. When we're done, the last thing we're gonna do is I want you to give me the opportunity.
Johnson says he left the party soon after because the vibe was off, but the kids stayed. He couldn't shake the feeling that something wasn't right. And now, with everything coming to light about JayZ and the allegations surrounding him, Johnson is speaking out.
That I loved her so she could stop fucking threatening to break my bond every day. Like, why is it that dudes is allowed, you know what I'm saying, to play the game, to get home? You know what I'm saying?
No, I respect the game. Now I have the opportunity to be chilling with you and we casually
Do
discussing.
I got a right? Beggars can't afford to be choosers.
There you go.
And I tried to go back to jail when I seen her. I asked her to take
But it's all good.
I said, you know what? Take me back to jail. You look, take me down there, take my name off. I'll book in.
But you know what? You did push a hard line to the point where it was obvious you didn't give a. You feel
Ain't
me?
give no fuck.
Yeah, it was obvious. It was obvious.
And guess what? I love that. Want to know why? Because it forced people to look at that situation for what the fuck it was.
Would survival be a good word?
No.
No.
Look at what this fucking poor simpleton was willing to do for a moment of fame. You allowed yourself to be drugged through the mud.
Disrespected.
Yeah, completely. And guess what? You stuck around.
Yeah, you a fool for that one. I gotta
Stuck
tip my
around. For what? It wasn't for love. There was none there for you.
So what do you think the motivation was? Just the clout?
Absolutely. It was all YouTube generated. And there's ties that lead back to Transrena Kiwi, you know.
I'm lost with that term, but
Tasha K.
Oh, that's
Transrena. That's her middle name. That's what her mama name is. Her mama call her Transrena. I'm gonna call her Transrena.
So you and Tasha K don't get along?
Oh no. Like I went deep. Like I done sat down with like kinetic scientists and she's my enemy from a former life. Yeah. That bitch literally followed me to this life.
You went being Carson.
She followed me to this life because she was that pissed off that I shit on her in the last one. And guess what? It was the same relationship last time.
Look, you know, you are a genius, or you are notorious for saying things that are that crazy and things that make a whole lot of sense
at the same time.
Yes, so please help.
He's saying that what he witnessed makes it hard for him to dismiss these accusations outright. This story comes at a time when JayZ and Beyonce are already facing scrutiny. JayZ has been named in a lawsuit alongside Diddy, accusing them of sexual misconduct involving minors. These allegations are serious, and while JayZ has maintained his innocence, people are starting to connect the dots and question just how much smoke there is behind the fire.
It's crazy.
I agree. I think chaos rules this universe.
Well, I don't think. See, this is the thing. All of these words were invented by human beings.
Talk.
Now, if I let my beloved tell me, I believe the same symbol in the Chinese alphabet, they use the same symbol for tragedy and for opportunity.
Go on, Ellen, break bread. I'm listening.
I mean, so if that's the case,
is it chaos?
Is it chaos, or is it organized destruction, or organized confusion, or organized noise? Shout out to Pharaoh Mind.
Yin and yang.
So, you know, it's just funny because people love creating chaos, but they don't like dealing with the ramifications of it. People create chaos every day. God gave us 10 rules and said, hey, you follow these 10 rules, life will be cool. And guess what? What does humanity do? Break those fucking rules every fucking day. And
just
then they
to unlock all the
hell that come along with
it. Yeah.
If somebody tell you don't touch the stove because it's hot, whose fault is it when you get burned?
Or how many times do you have to touch it to realize you shouldn't touch it? That's easily.
Listen to me. I know a guy that was driving drunk and his girlfriend died in a crash. And he became an atheist because he said he asked God to save her. And you want to know what was really fucked up? We talked about that after so many years. And I said, question is, did she need God to save her, or did she need to be saved from you? Because you was the motherfucker that was driving drunk to begin with. Like you've been mad at God because you got drunk.
Is this an individual that you are aware of has a history of having a connection with God, or is that just his thought to God?
This was a person that had a very strong connection, and guess what? Has found their way back to God in a more realistic, manner. But at the end of the day, we blame.
Here's the thing, Johnson's account isn't just some random story from a nobody. This is a former NFL star with nothing to gain. By sharing this information, he's putting himself in the crosshairs by speaking out, but he says he feels compelled to tell the truth, and honestly, that's what's making people take his claims seriously.